I am a Jedi, like my father before me.
Silly Jedi, silly Jedi.
Remember, the Force will be with you, always.
You must unlearn what you have learned.
Hello, what have we here?
Hello there.
At last! Where have you been?
Nice of you guys to drop by.
Ah, good. New acquisitions.
I don't know. I have a bad feeling about this.
Hey everybody, welcome to JediToymasters Star Wars Card Talk. And this week it's Thanksgiving. So guys, if you're watching this on the day it releases, happy Thanksgiving. For those of you that watched it later, well, you know, happy Black Friday, happy Cyber Monday, and you know, happy start of the holiday season. So interesting week that we have, that we had, I should say, because oh boy, what a week. And I keep saying that because, man, the Mandalorian is just every week keeps getting better than the last. So huge spoiler warning if you have not watched the Mandalorian on Disney Plus. If you're, for whatever reason, don't have Disney Plus, or can't get Disney Plus because you're in one of the countries, unfortunately, that don't have Disney Plus, I apologize for that. So if you don't want anything spoiled, please please either skip ahead toward the end of the episode, or you know, wait until you see it. But we're gonna talk a little bit about Mandalorian episode 3, and then we're gonna talk about a little bit about the Rise of Skywalker and some extra I guess footage that has kind of come out. So first things first, my goodness, the Mandalorian. It's already become a staple in my household. Just being able to come home on a Friday from work and have dinner and sit with the family and watch the Mandalorian. That's just amazing. That's just amazing that we can watch a weekly episodic Star Wars live action television show that's more than just a television show, because it's cinematic in its style, in its presentation. It's just amazing. It's amazing. Now, I grew up watching westerns. I should say this because I don't think I mentioned that in the other episodes, but I grew up watching westerns with my dad. You know, like Sunday afternoons, like, you know, on like Channel 9 or whatever. There would always be like some kind of western on, and my dad loves westerns, and I would watch a lot of them with him. And I gotta say, like, this totally feels like, has that same feel. It's that, you know, just that watching this amazing episodic, you know, western, and the fact that we get to see it every week, and the fact that it's Star Wars is just, it's just awesome. So last week's episode was all about, you know, trying to get off that planet with Yoda baby and the Jawas. Oh my gosh, just seeing the Mandalorian disintegrate Jawas was, you know, that was the that in itself. I mean, you could have just right there, boom, you saw it. You know, thank you for watching. But this week's episode it just raised it to another level. So the Mandalorian returns baby Yoda for the bounty. And it's amazing because, you know, you kind of thought that he was starting to kind of really connect with the baby Yoda, and he is, but he's still very much of the mindset that I need to like fulfill this bounty and get the moolah, get the money. So it was interesting how, you know, he got the best car. Huge Easter egg, but not really an Easter egg. Just like, oh my gosh, we saw the famous Wilrow Hood ice cream machine, Sears ice cream machine from Empire Strikes Back. We see it on the table, and we see it, what it's for. It's been retconned to be this safe. So, you know, it's amazing. The best car was in this like thing that's like an ice cream machine. And those of you that have an eagle eyes and that know Empire Strikes Back and the famous scene of Wilrow Hood running through Cloud City with that ice cream machine Well, now we know why he was running with that thing, because that thing is a safe. It's a safety deposit box of sorts. So Mandalorian gets the best car. He goes back to the secret Mandalorian underground temple or whatever, lounge, where all the Mandalorians chill. And you get a little bit of the social dynamic of the Mandalorian. You know, like he's basically not so much an outcast, but he's kind of like, you know, he's trying to live up to what a Mandalorian is. And you have these other Mandalorians that are very much kind of like raising their noses at him, and because he's taking jobs and talking to former Empire folk. But anyway, he gets his new armor, which was amazing, with that best car that he got. And you know, there goes the carbonized Target exclusive 6-inch Mandalorian figure that I got, that I thought was so special. Well, now that's basically an old figure, because now he's got this new armor and he looks super duper awesome, and now I want that figure. So thanks Hasbro. Thanks for well, you know, thanks for actually, you know what, I shout out, you know, I'll tip my hat to the toy manufacturers for not putting that toy out and kind of ruining the surprise. Just like there's no Yoda baby toys out there, you know, that's awesome that they did that. They've been able to preserve the suspense, not the suspense, but also the surprise, the element of surprise for the show, and not releasing toys that are going to give things away and spoil the show, basically. Anyway, he has a change of heart, and he decides to go rescue Baby Yoda, and just the way that he does it is so amazing. Seeing like a Mandalorian like be so covert and kind of like SWAT team go in there by himself, like one-man SWAT team, take out these stormtroopers and rescue Baby Yoda. And you see the scientist, he was doing experiments on him. He was very much like being very protective of the Baby Yoda, saying, you know, I'm protecting him, I'm saving him. But they were definitely running some tests on him or something. And who knows, maybe they already got blood samples of the Baby Yoda. Maybe they got what they needed from Baby Yoda. They got the midichlorian count or whatever they need. Anyway, he rescues Baby Yoda, and then the Bounty Hunter Guild kind of turns against him because he's breaking the code, you know. So they all kind of attack him, and everything seems like it's going to the crapper. And then all of a sudden, boom, probably one of the most amazing scenes in all of Star Wars. We see Mandalorians in a live action form flying with their jetpacks, firing and shooting and like saving the day. Like the last time we saw something like this was on Star Wars Rebels, the animated show, and before that it was on Clone Wars, the animated show. So to see a live action Mandalorians doing their thing, and then you got like that heavy duty Mandalorian with that huge gun. He's like the Jesse Ventura from Predator, and he's got that gauntlet gun, and he's like, I mean, like he's like mowing down people with it. I mean, that was just amazing. I mean, listen, I'm a huge Star Wars fan, and I think Mandalorians are cool, but I know that there's guys and gals out there that are like huge into the Mandalorian lore. And they're part of like the Mandalorian Mercs, which is kind of like the Mandalorian version of the 501st. And I'm sure when those folk saw this scene, their brains exploded inside their skulls and leaked out of their ears and their nose, and the rest of them probably just jumped out of windows in the excitement, because it was just like, that was the epitome of, oh my gosh, we're seeing something that we only imagined, and now we're seeing it. And I just think this show is just magical. Like at the end of the day, this show is just magical. This show is basically doing, and I don't want to crap on the prequels, but like this is the equivalent of like what the prequels, what us older fans wanted from the prequels, to be able to see things that we only heard about and imagined, but to actually see it, and for it to kind of like fulfill that, like, wow, this is like just like I imagined and more. And I think like we didn't get that from the prequels. I think George Lucas was so he was so focused on just doing something different and just kind of like he the pursuit of like making the technology go further and changing filmmaking forever, kind of like how he did with the original trilogy. But he did it inadvertently with the original trilogy. Now he was doing it on purpose, and I think in doing that he lost sight of seeing things. I mean, you know, with the exception of maybe like the arena scene in the Clone Wars, in Attack of the Clones, where you see all the Jedi battling in the arena, like that's something that we've always wanted to see, tons of Jedis battling, and that was really cool. Like, you know, I don't know, we didn't get that same feeling, and I just feel like Dave Filoni and Jon Favreau are like hitting it out of the park with this series. So Mandalorian episode 3 was amazing. It ends with the Mandalorian escaping and you know, going off to, we'll find out this week. So if you've seen this, if you've watching this episode, this show a little bit later, then you probably have already seen episode 4. If not, then let me know in the comments below, what was your favorite takeaway from the 3rd episode of The Mandalorian? I'd love to know in the comments below. And also, in other news, we got some more TV spots and an exclusive clip from the Rise of Skywalker, this chase in the desert, and some clips, some TV spots that are kind of incorporating some new clips, some new shots of the Rise of Skywalker. And I'm gonna be honest with you guys, I saw the exclusive clip that Star Wars released on their YouTube channel, but the TV spots, as far as the TV spots, with the exception of, like, you know, when you're scrolling through Instagram and you kind of see a little bit of the it starts playing automatically and you kind of catch the first couple seconds, I just kept scrolling. Like, I really don't want to see any more Rise of Skywalker footage. I don't want to see any more behind, you know, exclusive images or anything like that. And the reason for that, the reason I feel this way, is because, like, I just feel like at this point they're just giving too much away. They're in an attempt to basically build hype for a movie that already has hype. It's overkill. And I know that, you know, they have the money to do it. They have the money to market the crap out of this movie, and this is being marketed as the last Star Wars saga, Skywalker saga movie and all that. But it's Star Wars. Like, people are gonna go see it. People are gonna go see it multiple times. It's gonna make money regardless. And I don't understand why they insist on releasing extra footage and extra scenes, and, like, you know, even if the movie turns out to be way different than what we think it is based on all these clips, you know, still, like, you know, I don't want to see this stuff. I want to be surprised. I want to be like, oh wow, look at that, you know, stormtroopers with jetpacks. Like, that's really cool. You know, I don't want to have seen already the clip online in HD on my computer and then see it in the movies and see that scene in the movie and be like, okay, yeah, well, I saw that already, so here it is. Here's that scene that I saw. You know, so I'm not a big fan of that, and I'm trying to, like, at this point, not see any more Rise of Skywalker content until at least until the movie comes out. Like, I just don't want to. I don't want to see anymore. I really don't. The good thing is that we have this amazing show that's winding down right up until the release of the Rise of Skywalker. And then right after Rise of Skywalker, you know, you got 2020, beginning of the year, you're going to get the last season of Clone Wars, which is very good because it's going to really tie in. It's going to end Clone Wars, this era in between episode 2 and 3 that we've been wanting to see in its completion, and it's going to lead right into episode 3. And you know what, it's going to get people to, at least for me, I think it's going to make me want to watch episode 3 again, which then is going to make me want to watch, like, Rogue One and you know, episode 4, 5, 6, and keep, and, like, kind of like continue from there. It's also going to make me want to watch Star Wars Rebels again, because I think it was a great show, and now that it's complete, those 4 seasons are there on Disney Plus. It's a great opportunity to revisit those and kind of pick out all the stuff that's in those that actually ties into the sequel trilogy and the prequel trilogy. And the original trilogy for that matter. Mandalorian, 2 thumbs up on episode 3. Rise of Skywalker, guys, try to stay away from all this extra promotional material and all these TV spots. If you want to really enjoy the Rise of Skywalker, don't watch any more of these any more of these commercials or TV spots or exclusive clips that they show. Or now, you know, you're gonna have the cast being doing the rounds on the talk shows, and they're gonna show clips. I'm staying away from all that so that I can really be able to sit down on December 19th and December 20th, because that's right, I'm gonna see it twice, and really enjoy the movie for what it is, a movie spectacle in the theater, which is what the Star Wars saga movies are about. And we're just looking forward to the new year, and Clone Wars, and then possibly a season 2 of Mandalorian, and an Obi-Wan show, and a Cassian Andor show, and before you know it, it'll be summer, and Star Wars Celebration will be in August, and it's amazing. And then, you know, hopefully we're hoping and praying and saving up our, you know, our piggy banks so that we can make it to Galaxy's Edge in the fall. So we're hoping for that, and maybe this time next year I can be reporting on all that we did at Galaxy's Edge. So hoping for that. And if you want to help with that, please, you know, use our affiliate links. We have an Amazon Star Wars toys search affiliate link right in our description below. That helps us out as we save up for Galaxy's Edge. Also, we have our TeePublic store link there. If you want to get some Jedi Toy Masters merch, that's there as well. And thanks, you know, spread the news, spread the love for Jedi Toy Masters. We got a bunch of videos here on the channel, and you know, we're a Star Wars family. You know, whether it's, you know, playing with the boys with Star Wars toys, or talking about Star Wars toys, or reviewing or unboxing a Star Wars toy, or just sitting in my car talking about Star Wars, we're all about Star Wars here at Jedi Toy Masters. So we hope you enjoyed this video. Let us know in the comments below, are you going to do a complete you know, media silence on the Rise of Skywalker material, promotional material, moving forward during this last month before the movie releases? Let me know in the comments below. What'd you think of episode 3 of The Mandalorian? And well, and that's it for now. So thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe and share. And as always, may the Force be with you.
So what I told you was true, from a certain point of view.
I'm glad you're here to tell us these things.
You're going to find that many of the truths we cling to depend greatly on our own point of view.
What are you talking about?